You know what is funny? I finished a whole book about my life and I still don't know how to start this episode. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I actually know exactly how I want to start this episode. And I just wanted you to know that for a second. That that feeling when you're standing on the edge of something big, just looking at it, just thinking, okay, here we go. Because that's where I have been for the last little while. So let's talk. Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome to my podcast. This is I Got Questions. Of course, this is a podcast, my dear, where curiosity runs wild. I cannot even. Okay? The conversations, of course, are always going to be a little weird. And the advice from me, as always, unsolicited. So keep the lawsuits to yourself, okay? Nobody got time for that. I'm Katie, and of course, I'm your host, and I'm here to share my advice. Maybe make you laugh a little bit and maybe make you think, but mostly make you laugh. That's my whole purpose and job in life is to make you laugh. Okay? And think. Make you laugh and think. And today's question was one that I have been reflecting for months on. You know, couldn't I couldn't help myself. I couldn't shake that feeling. And as I went through the process of doing my book, I this question just kept coming at me. And so for this episode, I just wanted to ask you an answer for myself. Who are you when no one is looking? When you strip away the titles and when you take away, all the things that you do in life, whether it's being a wife, a mother, sister, brother, you know, your big COO at your job, who are you? Because I just want to know who you are as a person. And that is something I had to ask myself. And over a period of time, I won't lie, it was a difficult question to answer. I sometimes I just full on changed the subject to something else. I just didn't want to have to answer that. But I figured it out. And I will say, you guys would be so proud of me because I wrote a whole book about it. Yes, yes, I did. And today, the beautiful July 4th, everything is available to you to read. So let's talk about it. Now, if you are a returning listener, I genuinely missed you guys. Yes, you guys know I love to talk, so not being able to talk to you guys is just, ah, oh, it's crazy. And if you are a brand new listener, I want to say thank you for tuning in. This is the wisest choice in podcast that you've made today, this week. Actually, the whole possible week. I'm not going to oversell it, but I'm absolutely going to oversell it. Okay? I'm absolutely going to oversell it. I'm so happy you are here. And season 3 of I Got Questions. Oh, I need I need to be more real than I've ever been real, and I will be. I can assure you of that because I have learned so much about myself in the last couple of months. I've done so many amazing things, and I cannot wait to share them with each and every one of you. You know, right off the bat, I would say your girl went and got her MBA. Yes, and finished with a 4.0 GPA. Yes, we're not telling everybody. We got inducted into the Sigma Beta Delta Honor Society. Yes. And you guys knew I was the student council president. I had to give that up. Yes, because we're finished with school now. Y'all can stop asking me about this PhD. It ain't happening. I don't want PhD, NBC, Fox. I don't want no. Let me be. Okay? I'm good. Thank you. But I still maintained being a mom and a wife and being amazing at my job. There was a lot of things that I did over this past couple of months. So I didn't just go missing, all willy nilly. Okay. A girl was booked and busy. I mean, just, okay. And speaking of being booked and busy, guess who wrote a book? Oh, yes, I did. A whole book about my life. Yes, a book with my name on it. Right there. That you can buy on Amazon or Kindle. Yes. Ooh, I can't believe it. So, yes, I am back. Very happy to be. Definitely a different version of myself, one that I'm really proud of. And interestingly enough, I still have questions. Okay. Actually, I think I have more questions now than I did before I left. Anyways, let's get into it, child, because I want to tell you guys what is going to be happening for this season because I want you to know what you're signing up for, okay? Season 3, of course, I told you guys I'm going to be personal, more personal than anything I've ever put before. I mean, this season, it lives in a space between who I am, or should I say who I was, who I am, and definitely who I am still becoming. And it is about the questions that I was afraid to ask. Mainly because I was scared of the answers. I really was. And when I'm not busy and buried under responsibilities and everything else, ever so often I bring my head up, laying up at 2 o'clock in the morning asking myself, hey, are you there? And I've been asking myself those questions for years. So this season I am bringing them here to the mic, to you, because I don't want me sitting there talking to myself. Yes, I know you're listening, but anyways, it is going to be very much a lot more in depth. We're going to talk about identity, reinvention, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around because, yeah, reinvention was wild, but also what it costs, to grow and what it feels like when you finally do. Yeah, we all talk about growth in this beautiful way, and I don't think anybody has acknowledged what is the downsides of growth. So we're gonna talk about it, not in a bad way. And I'm not saying anybody shouldn't grow. God knows, I grew like a wild tree or a wild bush. Trees can't grow wild, can? Yeah, but if they're not, anyways, back. I digress. Back to the point. I just want you to know that this is going to be a lot more of me than it was before. And oh, yes, of course, I added a brand new segment that's launching today. But first, yes, I know you guys see it. You guys see the champagne. You guys are wondering, what? So we're not going to talk about it? Yes, man. Let's talk about the book. Yay. So, welcome again. Yes, let's talk about the book. I'm so proud of this book. Yeah, I it is official. The Rose Dress is out today on Amazon and Kindle. I just mm, mm, like right now. You can go buy a copy of this book if you have your Kindle account. You can buy an e-copy and get to reading. It's a nice quick read. It just really dives into who I am and my journey of life, and you can get the hard copy if you want me to sign it. I'm happy to sign it for you, okay? Yes, because I know you guys love seeing my signature and stuff. Yes. And of course, I want you guys to go and get it. I'm like, not eventually though, like I'm not saying you should put it in your Amazon cart next to all the other things you ain't never gonna click buy on. Okay? No. Mm-mm-mm. Today. Because yeah, today. No need to delay. I need you to go today. Pick up a copy from Amazon and get to reading. Okay? Because everything I have been building towards, it's just every quiet conversation I've ever had with myself. Yeah, and trust me, myself, and I have been having a lot of conversations. They really led to this book, to this moment. And The Rose Dress is my story. It really is. It is honest, it is real, and it goes to places I have never spoken about publicly. Yeah. It covers so much of my life, and the person you were looking at or listening to right now. It really shaped me in ways I did not fully understand until I sat down and I put pen to paper and I wrote it, and it changed me in ways I'm grateful for. I really am, because it was like holding up a mirror to myself, seeing who I am and who I've become. And so I truly believe that there is something that happens when you put life into words and you hand it to the world. Yeah, I thought a podcast would be me sharing my life, but no, 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 no. I think my biggest takeaway from this book is it allowed me to stop pretending, to stop hiding behind any titles I have, my achievements, my friends, highlight reels of whatever I put on Instagram. And I just became a person, a real person, one with a real story, with real feelings and emotions and all the other things that come along with the oceans. That that is what the rose dress is. And I am so proud of it. So, so proud of it. So, here's what I want you to do right now. And yes, I know you're probably driving, you're probably doing the dishes, yelling at your kids, pretending to work. Wink, wink. Go to Amazon, search The Rose Dress. Don't worry, you'll see it pop up because you'll say Big and Bold Kadisha S. Thomas on the front of it. You can't miss it. And get a copy. And all right, I'll also put the link in here so that you got in the show notes so that you guys can easily access it wherever you are watching or listening to this podcast. So again, I am so excited to share this with you. I know you guys will have questions once you've read it. You know where to find me. You can DM me, WhatsApp me, tweet me, smoke signal me, Instagram, TikTok. I'm everywhere. So trust me, everywhere. And you can also comment on the podcast, and I'll definitely reach out, and if you got those questions, I'm here to answer. But yes, I am a little emotional, as you can hear. That's why I have my book and my champagne, because we're celebrating, guys. We are celebrating. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I cannot believe I did this. I also couldn't believe when I started a podcast, and here I am now, season 3. Hello. I also got nervous when I started school. Here I am, 2 degrees later. Hello. So your girl's been busy, and I am really excited to share this with you guys, and hear the questions that you guys will have and be able to have those conversations with you. Okay, so yes, go to Amazon, click download, click buy, and come and talk to me. Okay. And with that being said, one of my favorite segments, it's time for No Stupid Questions! So, yes, welcome to No Stupid Questions. Now, of course, this is a segment where I answer all those questions that have been living in your head rent free and you're just too scared to ask. Okay? Yeah, I know. I know the questions. They come at me all the time. And just as a side note, somebody did ask me, if you write a memoir, are you dead? Yeah, yep. Somebody legit asked me that, and I was like, well, are we in the afterlife? Because I'm right here. So does that mean we're both dead? I don't. People are weird, weird. Anyways, all right. So as I said, let's talk about it. So today's very important question, and again, it relates to, of course, my lovely memoir, The Rose Dress. If you write a whole memoir about your life, does it mean you have to remember everything accurately? Girl, no. No. Listen, let me tell you something. I wrote a whole book, okay? I lived the life. And let me tell you something right now. Some of the memories are clear as a blue sky day. Some of them are more of a creative interpretation or a general vibe. So go with me here. Okay, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I kid you. Jeez, calm down. But here is what I will say. Writing a memoir is not to capture some perfect historic or be a historian. Okay? It is to talk about your life and your truth and your experiences, how you have lived. That is frankly it. And again, no, you don't have to die to have a memoir. I don't understand how that works if you're dead. But anyways, as I said, no stupid questions. Okay, so, well, not today. Not today. No stupid questions today. All right? So that's it for no stupid questions. Okay. So I have something brand new, and as I said before, and I'm genuinely like, other than my book, yes, I'm super excited about my memoir. For the podcast, I introduced, and I've been doing it for a little bit, but I really want to dive in and really make it a part of the show. And of course, it's called Question of the Week. Of course, it's with a K. Come on, now, don't be ridiculous. Um, it's something I've always wanted to kind of put in the show. Never really kind of figured out how to work it in, but I figured, hey, I'm doing all of these other things. Is my show. I'm gonna put it in because this is I got questions, and we're always going to have questions, right? Yeah. So here's how it works. Every episode, I leave you with a question. And all you have to do is share your answer with me in my DMs, as I said, to a messenger prison, to Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, email. Jesus, we got a lot of ways to contact people. My God, how do we stay disconnected? How do we even disconnect when there's so many ways to my. Thinking about it out loud. Jeez. I'm sorry, again, I digress. My point is, share your answers with me. I want to hear your actual words, your thoughts on the question. And and of course, in the next episode, I will read those answers and see if our thoughts connect with each other. See if we share each other's views, and we'll see how this works out. Sometimes we'll agree, and other times I'll be like, "No, you tripping. Mm-mm. Nope, can't agree on that." So there, for the very first episode of season 3, I want you guys to answer for me, and this one again is very near and dear to my heart, and it kind of ties into what we were talking about today, and that is, what is one version of yourself you would leave behind in order to become who you are today? I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. What is one version of yourself you would leave behind in order to become who you are today? And don't worry, I'm not gonna just leave you. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. And I want to say, I have left behind a version of me who believed being loud and being noticed was acceptable. I really thought that if I filled the room, I filled the space, I left no dead air, that I was doing myself some kind of service, some kind of something. And over the last 2 years going into where I'm at now, I've learned what it means to be in a state of silence. And I know this is going to shock you guys, but hear me out. I've learned what humility. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. I have learned what humility looks like and what that means. And also, I know I was exhausted. And it's a lot, to always have to be just undergo, undergo, undergo. It's a lot. And so I learned what it means to have peace, silence, to be still. And I am absolutely loving that version of myself. I don't have to be it all the time. I don't have to be it for anybody but myself. And not everything requires a comment, statement. I don't need to be entertainment for everybody. It's okay to zip it do that, eh? Zip it up. If you have nothing worth saying, then maybe, just maybe, you know, zip it. And sometimes, even if you do have something to say, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to say it. It's okay to be called upon sometime, like, hey, what's your take on this? And then give your opinion, or whatever you want to say. And that was hard for me because I stayed in such a voluntary state most of my life where I felt like I had to do these things. And now I'm just like, I don't. And through this book, I have to say, if nothing else, this book really is a goodbye to that version of myself. Just girl, we don't have to shape shift. We don't have to stay in survival mode. Let us work on becoming the best version of ourselves. And that through writing this forced me to do so many beautiful things, but so many painful things. And I share them with you guys in my rawest, most honest form. And to me, it is therapeutic. It is it is beautiful. And I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about it. Can't wait to hear you guys' stories, because I know that my journey, whilst I walked in different shoes, is not different from many other people out there. They're just walking in their shoes. Same path, their shoes. So I cannot wait to hear again what you guys have to say. And read the book. And yes, we're going to have champagne when we're done. You know where to find me if you need some. But yes, I'm very, 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 very happy. So yes, share your comments with me. Answer the question. In the DMs, text, tweet, all the other ways of communication. All right. Thank you. And of course, I when you read this book, read read it as though we're having a conversation and I'm telling you a story. Um, Try not to overthink or overanalyze, and hold your questions in a pause till the end. Okay? Promise you, it's worth it. It is a great read. Um, it's the most vulnerable I've been, even with myself, and I cannot imagine who I would become or who I am becoming, having not shared this story, because it released me from so much and it forced me, as I said, to look at so much of myself, whether it was versions of myself that I was hiding or ashamed of. You know, this really put it into perspective for me, and I'm really happy about this. So, be kind, okay? Thank you very much. And there you have it. There you have it. Season 3 is official. It is off to the race is okay. It is final. It is here. It is beautiful. And I am so happy to be back here talking to you guys. You guys don't even know how much of a chatterbox I am, but if you know, you know, okay? I am home. I have upgraded education wise, work wise, just you name the wise, I've done it. And now I want to have conversations with you guys. I want to do so many things with you guys. I cannot wait to hear and talk to you guys about all the fun stuff we're going to talk about, share all the drama and all the mm, mhm. So, before I let you go, I want you guys to do 3 things for me. I promise. After this, I'm gonna let you go. I just need 3 things. 3 things. First one, I need you to go and get the rose dress right here on Amazon. The link will be in the show's bio. The show bio, the show notes. Okay, it is available today. Okay, today, July 4th. Go forth and get it. Happy Independence Day with a memoir dropping. Coincidence? I think not. I think not. Well, I'll let you decide. You decide. Now, number 2, follow I Got Questions wherever you're listening right now. Spotify, Amazon, Podbeam, Apple Podcast, YouTube, TikTok, you wherever you are. Click the like and subscribe button or whatever the platform allows you to do. If you just like, subscribe, send a text, tweet, whatever you want. And share the episode with someone. You know, just a little one, do your girl a favor, no? I'm gonna go one like, a little one share. If you think this episode would be beneficial to somebody else. And importantly, share the book. I do think it is helpful for some, it will be helpful for some people. It will allow some people to break away from whatever it is that they've locked themselves into in their minds, thinking that this is it, this is the end all be all. So read it first and then share it with others. And again, of course, tell me what you think. I cannot wait to hear from you guys. And of course, last, third, and finally, I want you guys to answer the question that I've posted this week and will be posted shortly. What is one version of yourself you had to leave behind? Just want to know. I genuinely want to know because Lord knows there's a lot of me I had to leave behind. Okay, and the book will tell you about all of them. So thank you again. I am Katie. Yes, you can now call me author. Oh, so excited. This is I've Got Questions. And until next time, as always, I ask, stay curious, okay? Thank you.